Good morning. So it is Wednesday today, and the first part of this video is just going to be a bit of an explanation as to where I've been the past year, because it's actually been over a year since I've posted anything. And then I'm going to go over what I need to make this week. Inventory I did yesterday, thankfully. I only did it because I didn't really know what to make, and yeah. Yesterday, actually, during inventory, my dog decided she wanted to jump over the bag for a cuddle. I love her so much because she always wants to cuddle, but she literally backed up, did a run up and launched over the bag, and I have like cuts all over my leg and my knee, and she like knocked my knee out of place, which was kind of fun. But we're here today, we're recovering. But yeah, that aside, bit of an explanation as to where I've been. About a year ago, so around August time, we lost our family dog Rufus, and that personally hit me really hard. He was sort of all I'd ever known growing up, so my mental health kind of went downhill a little bit. And then on top of that, I got a new job. I started working in childcare, which I did enjoy doing. I absolutely loved it. I worked with babies specifically, and it was such a rewarding job. It was lovely, but I couldn't focus on my business as well because the hours for the shifts were so long. I struggled to balance my personal life with family and seeing friends, and then business and work. I really struggled with it, but I decided, after a lot of debating back and forth, me and my partner, we spoke about it and decided that I would try and do my business full time, which is what I have been doing since about April time, which I've absolutely loved doing. It's been the best thing ever. Don't get me wrong, there's still room for improvement, and I feel like my average market day is going up each time, which is positive to think about. But also, I don't just offer crochet stuff now. I do other things, like I do hair clips. You probably won't be able to see this at all, doing the beauty guru thing. But I make my hair clips now, and I've always done jewellery, but I was never confident that people would wear it or want to wear it. I mainly do the resin, not resin, well yeah, it is resin. It's the open charms, I guess, like little circle charms or heart-shaped charms, and then I get dried flowers. Some of them I dry from my garden because my mum loves her garden and she has lots of flowers that are small enough to fit in the pendants. So I will either dry my own flowers or find little ones. And I don't know why, I love putting dried flowers into jewellery. It's just something I've done for years now. I've done resin art for a lot longer than I've done crochet, but I was never sure that people would actually want the jewellery, so I gave it a go, and yeah, I have sold some jewellery, and that makes me quite happy. And I'm probably going to try and do a little bit more focusing on my jewellery as well, especially on here. I mean, I don't know why. I don't really like it when people say pick a niche. Obviously, crochet is a niche in itself, and I guess I kind of did do that for a while. But personally, I like to do different things. I feel like if I stick to one thing, I get burnt out of it very quickly. I don't know if I'm the same as other people or they relate to that, but I like to have that little thing that's slightly different. And so recently I've been looking at making different keychains. Obviously I do my crochet keychains, but I've been thinking about, I don't know if you've seen them online, the really bright colours, like with different beads, and I've been looking at doing that. So I'm thinking maybe next month I'm gonna do something relating to that a little bit, because I think that'd be quite fun, and I don't know, it's just something different that I can add to my stall that will just be an extra pop of colour. I say that as if my whole stall is not like a candy shop. It's so bright. It's the brightest stall that's always there, and it makes me laugh. But yeah, so I don't even know where I was going with that. I don't even know if I went really over the update. Yeah, so since April I've been doing my business full time. Absolutely love it. I now do a market every single Saturday, and I'm thinking of adding another day as well, either a Friday or a Sunday. I'm not too sure which one yet, because I need to find, either I'm going to do the same market but on a Friday, or I'm going to find a different market that's on a Sunday, because there's some quite good ones in Brighton that I'm sort of leaning towards. It's just whether I have that stock to do it. However, this month, so July, I'm not going to be able to do one of my markets because it's my birthday and I'm going away for my birthday. So I won't actually be able to attend that market, unfortunately. So I've only got 3 markets to make enough to cover everything this month. So that's going to be a fun one. But it is what it is. I chose to do this. I would not recommend doing this. If you're thinking about just jumping and doing it and just doing a business full time, give it a lot of thought before you do it. I was in a good position. I was in a good position with support that I could do it full time. Would I say I was in the best financial position? No. So definitely give it a lot of thought before you jump in and take that step. Obviously, I'm lucky that I'm in a better position, and obviously there's bigger things going on in the world than whether I decided to do my business full time or not. That's irrelevant, really. But yeah, if you are thinking about doing your business full time, definitely just give it a little bit more thought than I did. But what are you gonna do? I've done it now. Took the risk. But yeah, moving on from that, inventory that I did yesterday, I have a decent amount of plushies. I don't actually know how much, like, I guess monetary value wise I would have, but I have quite a few large plushies that people don't usually buy. They're like birthday presents sort of things. So I wasn't feeling well this past 4 days. So from the market day, so Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, I felt really poorly. So I haven't really done much at all for my business. But that being said, I have made 4 octos. I did make 5, but I kind of messed up on this one. The only reason I messed up is because I forgot to actually secure the safety eyes, so I had to unpick him, so he's a little bit less sturdy than the other ones. So I'm keeping this one as like a early birthday present to myself, a little octo. Also, if you are making octos, try to do ones like these instead of the like just little bobbles for the feet for the legs. Because these have sold so well. So I only recently had these, the last like 2 or 3 markets I've done, because I've been slowly improving my patterns and filtering them out for new ones, because obviously with UK CA testing there's a lot more that goes into it instead of just, oh look, I've made a plushie, here it is, it's for sale. They have to be tested. And if you're wondering about the legs, if you are from the UK, what I usually do is make an extra long tail and then I sew the legs on like again. So once I've closed up the body, obviously these are done on the back loop only, so I will then go through that same like back loop and the other ones and just secure them on so they withstand testing. Makes it a lot easier. Same with jellyfish, do the same thing, sew them on multiple times. You can use an acrylic yarn as well in like the corresponding colour, and that will work really well. But thankfully this yarn, it's the Snug as a Bug yarn. You don't need to do that because it's quite sturdy. It doesn't fray. As long as you tie a knot as well, you're going to be fine. But yeah, this one's not technically up to my standard of plushies, so he is mine. I like him. He's cute. I need to make another one in this colour because this is a popular colour for them. But yeah, he's my one now. He's just going to live on my bed. So yeah, I've made the 4 octos in different colours. I need to make a couple more because, say, I've only got 5 and I think I sold like 10 at my last market, which is quite good for a new plushie. There's definitely quite a few things I need to make. Like, I've only got 4 ducks, but that's 2 mallards and 2 yellow, so I need to make some more ducks. I did make 2 triceratops and 2 brachiosaurus plushies. I've also made 3 pigs. I'm on my 4th pig now that I will continue making in a minute. I don't really know what I want to make after that. I definitely need to make more octos, but then do I focus on something else before I make more octos because I have made 4 decisions. I'm thinking, right, I'm thinking I need to make a new list because, okay, thought process. I need to make more octos. I need to make more jellyfish. The jellyfish have been doing really, really well. I don't know what it is about the things with legs at the moment, but people really like the long legs, which is making me think, do I make leggy frogs? I've never offered I've never offered leggy frogs because I don't know. It's just never something I was interested in. A lot of people did them. And I wrote my own pattern for like a chunky frog, which I actually need to make more of him because I've only got 3 and people like the frogs. Yeah, so I need to, I don't know. I think I need to make a new list because I need to make some octos, some jellyfish, some crabs. I only recently brought my little crabs I've been making. I've had them tested and I've had stock sat next to me, like in a little bag, for months now, and I just could never be bothered to tag them. I don't know why. I think I forgot most of the time, and then the times that I did remember, it was like really late on a Friday, and obviously my market's on a Saturday, and I was just like, can I be bothered to go and tag them now? But I brought them 2 markets ago and I've sold quite a few crabs. So best sellers, if you're listening and you want to do markets, big octos with the long legs, jellyfish, crabs. Axolotls are still kind of in that range at the moment, which I need to make some of them because I've only got green and blue ones left, and people like purple and pink, so I need to make some of them. I also do black ones with like the speckled colour kind of yarn on top. So yeah, I have quite a few things I need to make, and it's Wednesday and I only really have today and tomorrow because Friday's my tagging day. So I'm a little bit screwed if I don't get started with it. I need to make more sad hamsters as well. I've only got 1 left. So I'm going to verbally say everything that I need, and then I can look back at this so I know what I can hold myself accountable for it. So I need to make at least 2 jellyfish, at least 2 crabs, potentially a dragon. I need to make another black dragon with green eyes because it looks like a certain dragon that is in a movie that has recently come out. But obviously I don't do anything like that. I know a lot of people like to do characters from things, but obviously I don't want to get no copyright claim done on me, to be honest. I don't want to get sued and have my business shut down, so I'm just not going to do it. It's just not worth it to me. The only one that I do offer is like a Winnie the Pooh looking bear, but Winnie the Pooh is public domain, so they can't sue really. But even that, they're usually only for display. So yeah, I need to make a couple jellyfish, a couple crabs, potentially a dragon. I'm not going to make any turtles this time. I only have 3 baby turtles, but I don't think I should make any. Maybe a couple ducks. I've made the dinosaurs, they're fine. I need at least 4 more sad hamsters, but I don't know if I have enough yarn for that. Although, I think I bought another grey yarn. It's whether I can find it. So, potentially 4 or more sad hamsters. I need at least 5 or 6 more grumpy frogs. I'm not going to do sheep this time, so I'm just going to leave that. I'm not going to do my cows either. I'm going to focus on pigs this time. And I think each week I'm going to focus on a new farm animal. So this week I'll focus on doing loads of pigs. And then next week I'll focus on doing a bunch of cows. Like, them animals don't usually sell too much for me. I've made 3 already of the pigs. This will be my 4th one that I'm on now. I'm thinking at least 7 or 8 pigs. And then I'm not going to do any llamas. I need to do more baby octo keychains in like pinks and purples, because I've only got blacks, yellows, blues and greens left of the keychains. I need to make a couple more baby capybaras because I've only got 2 of them. And I'm not going to do pickles or potatoes this market. Oh, and I also have, it's an 18 plus box now. And I'm sure you can imagine what kind of plushies are in there. I'm not going to say what plushies are in the box on here, purely because I know some of the people, the young people who attend my markets, are on YouTube and do watch these videos occasionally. So I'm not going to say what's in the box, but there are some appendages that are crochet in the box, as well as some quite funny keychains that get a lot of laughs. So that's all that really matters. I don't actually mind if I sell any or not, although I have sold some. It's just a good laugh for people, and if it makes them smile, that's sort of made it's made it worth it at that point. But yeah, I have quite a bit I need to do. So let's get started, I guess. Although I've already started doing the pigs. But let's see how many pigs I can actually make. Should we say by, what's the time now? Okay. It's 12:20. Well, it's actually 12:24. You probably won't be able to see that on there. So, should we say in an hour's time? Should we see how many pigs I can make? I can put a timer on my watch, I think. I say that, but I literally only use this to look at my steps occasionally. Yeah, I don't actually know. That's fine. Either way, in an hour's time, we will see how many pigs I have. Okay, so I have made 3 pigs in an hour, so 2 like normal ones and then 1 with the mud. I think they're really cute. So yeah, I've made 3. I'm probably gonna make some octos next, only because they have been doing really well and there's a couple colours I want to make. So I'll probably show you them in a bit, but this is what I did in an hour. It doesn't look like a lot, does it? But they're cute. That's all that matters. Okay, so I've made 2 more octos. I made another blue one, but this one's actually done right. And then I made, it's like, it reminds me of a strawberry. I don't know why, because of the colours. It's really cute though. So I've made them 2, and I have officially made the list that I need to follow for the next things. I'm not going to get them all done, but yeah, the list is there. So 2 crabs, 2 jellyfish, 2 frogs, 3 stingrays, 2 whales, 2 sharks, 3 hedgehogs, 6 axolotls, 3 baby capybaras, 4 sad hamsters, 5 grumpy frogs, 7 baby octos, 4 octo keychains, 4 ducks, and 4 bee keychains. Again, I'm not going to get this done, but it's there. Although technically I don't have to tag all day on Friday, so I might actually get it all done. We shall see. But I'm going to add these little octos to the collection so far. Probably going to go and make something to eat because I'm quite hungry. And then I will get started on my list. I'll let you know how I get on, but yeah. It is now Thursday and I only managed to make 2 little crabs last night. I made a coral one and a lilac one. I'm going to add them to the basket, and then before I actually start on making more crochet things, I want to just finish making a display for my jewellery, which I may as well show you because I've sort of taken 2 displays and I'm going to drill holes and put them in together. We'll see how it turns out. I hope it works, that's all I can say. I've done half of it already, which I'm liking it so far. It's just whether I like it once it's fully put together. So we'll do that in a second, and yeah, crabs are going to go in the basket and I'll show you that now. So here's the box so far. So we've got the 6 pigs, the Triceratops, Brachiosaurus, and then the octos, and then the crabs are just going to sit right there. Obviously, this is nowhere near as much as I need. I still need to make quite a bit, but I will crack on with that after I've done my display. So my craft room is very messy at the moment, so you're just going to have to ignore that side for a bit, but these are ready for the market and I've got my box there ready for the market, and then behind the camera on this side everything is ready for the market there. But this was my, let me take all these off first so they don't fall everywhere. So I got one of these displays so they just like slot in, which I had to, has anyone else had one of these and you have to sand down the bits that click in because they don't actually fit? Because I had to sand down every single one of them so they actually slot in right. But anyway, so I got one of them, and then I had a different display that was like, well, like this, and then another side there, and then the hooks all along. But for the size of the like backing cards for the jewellery, they would overlap if it was like that, and I didn't quite like that, so I thought, why not make something? So I've done it like this instead. I'm going to hang obviously the jewellery down there, but I'm going to attach it to the top of that, and then I can have a sign there with prices, like a thin laminated sign along that bit. But I'm going to put hooks, so 1 hook there, 1 hook there, 1 hook there, and 1 hook there, so there's also jewellery along the top. I think it will look really good. Obviously it will look better when there's actually stuff in the slots, because I don't know if you could actually tell, it's the one with the lines through it, so you can actually put the jewellery like sitting in the gaps so they don't fall off. The only issue I am going to have is with the wind, so I need to find a way to combat that with this, whether I fill this with silicone at the bottom of each little grid so it's more of a grippy, I don't really know. So I'll figure that out, only because the UK weather is very windy and wet and I don't want things to fly away. But as of right now I need to drill the holes. I don't know if I'm going to do all 3 with, because they've all got holes in them already from like the display that they're meant to be from. Part of me thinks I should just do the middle one because I don't plan on, plan on having it like in between some grid boxes, so I can zip tie the legs to an actual grid, so I don't plan on the actual display falling over, because I have ways to combat that. So I'm thinking I might just do a hole in the middle that I can then screw and unscrew this, so this comes apart, they all come off, and then it can collapse down. That's what I'm thinking I'm going to do, but we shall see how it turns out, because at the moment I like it, and I might put some jewellery on it to show what it's actually going to look like. But yeah, I've got my little, well, it's not got the attachment at the moment, but I've got my little drill in there that I'm going to use. Just makes it a little bit easier. And I'm not going down to the garage to get the big drill, so we're just going to go with this for now and hope for the best. Yeah, we'll see. Okay, so I've attached it on. It's stuck on just by a screw at the bottom of this one, middle. I don't think I need to put 2 more screws on because it feels quite sturdy. The only thing that's not is obviously this, but I've sanded that down. But that won't come out once it's all attached to the grid, and I doubt the wind's going to blow it off if it's zip tied on to a grid box next to it here. So I'm going to put all of these on and I'll be back in a second. I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, so I put some jewellery on it and I really like how it looks actually. So this is what I'm working with at the moment. Obviously it's not all my jewellery, I have a box of it there, and I'm still going to hang some on my grid wall that I do. But I think this is really cute. I really like it, and I just think it's a better way of displaying some of the, I guess, my favourite pieces of jewellery. Like, I love the butterflies and I love the moons. So this is quite a nice way of doing it. I love the little dainty moons that I do. They're really cute. But I think this is really sweet, and hopefully, yeah, hopefully it'll just be a better way of displaying. And I'm thinking still of doing something here, but I might just leave it, because it looks quite nice just like that. And I still have my jewellery signs, like of what everything is, but I could put a sign on top here. Like I could have a plaque or something there with the prices still labelled. Again, I do all have my prices laid out. I do them colour coded, so the stickers mean different prices, which just makes it easier for me because I have a lot of the little stickers. So it's just something I prefer doing, and I don't like having prices like on each item. I just think the little sticker looks better. But yes, I do enjoy doing my jewellery, so I plan on doing more of it and showing more of it, like how I do it in my videos. Well, if it's something that you'd want to see, obviously, because I do enjoy it. It's a fun thing to do. But yeah, I really like this. I think it's really good. Also, we have a Mabel down here and a Milo under the table joining. But yeah, I like this. Let me know what you think about it. I really wanted to see the full effect, so I put jewellery on every single shelf, and I really like it. I think it looks really cool and I'm really happy with it. So that's all that really matters. I'm gonna pack it all away now, get it ready for the market, and yeah, and then I'm gonna start doing some crochet because I haven't done any, and it is 10:40, so I need to get going with that. But let me know what you think. I personally really like the display, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure what other people think. But yeah, I like it. Crochet time finally. I'm going to start off with some Pride bees. I've got my new colours here for the new bee. Again, I cannot remember what one it is. I need to look at it properly and then I will let you know which one it is. I also need to make a lesbian bee keychain because one of them has sold, and I like to have 2 of each, just to make sure that I have a good display and enough for people. And then after that I will get cracking on my list, because the list is quite long, although I need to cross off the crabs because I have made them now. But I need to do jellyfish, frogs, stingray, whales, sharks, hedgehogs, axolotls, baby capybaras, sad hamsters, grumpy frogs, baby octos, octo keychains, ducks and bee keychains. Well, actually, saying that, there is a random bee somewhere up here that I actually made at a market a couple weeks ago and I'd forgotten to put the keyring on him. So I will technically have only 3 to make of them. But yes, I'm going to start off with the bees and then I will get cracking on the list. So I will show you that in a bit. So it's quite a bit later on now and I've made an axolotl, which I do need to make more of. I've done 3 octo keychains. I didn't really have any pink or purple colours left, so that's what I've done there. A few pride flag ones. And then I've made some bigger pride flag bees. And then there's this one as well. And then I've made some normal bumblebee keychains. So there's pink, the blue, and then light yellow and like a golden yellow. So that's all I've managed to make today, but it's good progress. And I still have tomorrow, so I can make some more axolotls, and I'll probably make some capybaras, and then I'll probably call it there. But I don't think this was that bad, considering I was poorly for the first part of the week. It is now Friday, and last night I did actually manage to make a second axolotl. I just need to pop the little frills on the back and sew them up. Today I obviously won't have a lot of time to make everything on my list because I just need to tag stuff, pack the car, things like that. But I'm gonna go through the list about what's like most important. I definitely want to make a couple more axolotls because I've only got 2. Well, I have 4 made, but as I said in the clips yesterday, they're blue and green and people like pink. And I made this coral one. I just thought it was cute, to be honest. I love the coral colour, so I thought why not? And after I've done these, I'm gonna make some baby capybaras and maybe some baby octos because they're cheap and people like them. So I do want to try and make some sad hamsters, but we'll see what I get round to, and maybe a hedgehog. Again, we'll see. I'll film what I make. I might do a time lapse of me making some things, but yes, managed to do him yesterday and I need to crack on. So we've got the extra 2 axolotls there, we've got 2 capybaras, then there's 3 little octos, and then finally 2 little frogs. And I'm going to start tagging them now, and then they will be all done, and then I can pack everything ready away for the market tomorrow. So yeah, I might film a little bit of the packing part because, I mean, it takes a while anyway, so I may as well film some of it. And yeah, we'll get on with that now. Something I forgot to mention is that I'm doing like mystery bags now as well as of this market. Sorry, I'm out of breath after putting the bag up and it's really hot today, so please bear with me. But I thought I'd do them as well. So I've got, I think, 12 mystery boxes, which you always get at least 1 plushie in there and something else from my business. So that'll be fun. We'll see how they do. And I'm probably going to do some jewellery now. I need to sand a few things, like little charms. And yeah, don't really know what else I want to do after that. It's just pack the car, but it is so hot today. The heat wave in the UK started 2 days before it was meant to begin. And it's just so hot. So I've had to close the window so there's no noise as well from outside. So I'm sweating right now. So I'm going to stop this, open the window and probably do some jewellery, and I'll just show you a little bit of what I do. If you want to see more of it, let me know, but I'll just do a little bit. So these are all the pieces done, and they will be made into earrings that I'll probably put on my website instead of the market tomorrow, only because I've got quite a lot, but I'm really happy with them. I love this pair here, and I also love this pair. I think they're really sweet. But yeah, that's me done for today. So following on from that, I am going to end the video here. I hope you enjoyed it. Please let me know what you want to see from me like going forwards, because I do plan on posting like at least once a week. Fingers crossed I don't fall out of doing it. But yeah, just let me know if there's anything that you'd like to see. I'm happy to give tips on things. I'm not going to gatekeep anything. And hopefully I'm going to try and film tomorrow, so there will be a like actual market day vlog. But we will see, because I'm very uncomfortable when it comes to filming in public. I did try it over the year that I didn't post anything. I just struggled because of my anxiety. So I will see how I feel tomorrow. But yeah, other than that, I'm just going to pack the car and have something to eat and then call it a night, I think. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!